So here we are in Ableton Live, and if I go down to Packs, we can see Inspired by Nature by Dillon Baston. Open that up, and we want MIDI effects, Bouncy Notes. We're going to bring that onto our MIDI channel. Then we're going to go to Instruments. We're going to put a Meld after it. Turn off oscillator B. Now what Bouncy Notes does, it randomly generates notes within a given range. We control the range by creating these little walls here like this. And if we click Auto, it'll start bouncing down notes. The mass affects the size of the balls, and the gravity is kind of like velocity. I'll take the mass back down a little bit. So obviously that's quite chaotic. We need some way of getting the notes so that they're all in key. So I'm going to go up here. I'm going to set this to F minor. And now I'm going to go to MIDI effects and choose scale. And I'll put that in after the bouncy notes. F. And I'll choose a minor pentatonic, just to limit the number of notes that come through there. So now it's going to sound much more coherent and musical. Maybe bring that wall over a bit. Take the speed down a bit. And what I like to do is turn up this random direction, because that'll make the balls kind of move from side to side as well, which gives us more note variation. Okay, now let's come along to the Meld and alter the amp envelope. Let's go to Audio Effects and put an echo at the end of there. Turn up the reverb. And then we use the filter. Just turn up the resonance at the low and high end. Go over to modulation. Turn the filter modulation right up and take the sync off. And that'll give us a little bit more randomization on that delay. And then right at the end of that chain, put an EQ8 with a low pass filter at about 100, just to get rid of any mud in the bottom end. So already we've got a really nice generative ambient patch going on there. Now we're going to take it up to the next level, create another MIDI channel. I'm going to follow the same steps, drop in a bouncy notes, put another Meld after it, scale, F minor pentatonic again. This time we're not going to bother building any of the walls inside here because we want a longer note range. But what we are going to do is change the shape so we get a little bit more of a kind of like a triangle wave. Okay, so let's hit auto and press play. Same settings as last time, random direction. Set the speed down a bit. bring the shape up to about there. Okay, now the next thing we want to do is go to settings, and on the portamento, bring it up to about there. I've put it on 396 milliseconds. Now, put the filter down to the middle, turn the Q up right to about halfway, and turn this up to about 60. So we've got more of a high pass filter. Then when you go to the matrix, just click on the cutoff and turn LFO1 up to 100. Then go to the LFOs, make sure retrigger switched off, turn the rate down a little bit, and let's see how that sounds. Go back to envelopes, give it more release. And we'll take the attack time up a little bit. Okay, that sounds cool. Let's just turn that one down a little bit. Then we're going to do the same again with the effects at the end. Echo. Turn up the reverb. Same thing with the filter modulation. Turn off the sync. And then put an EQ8 right at the end. And now we've got an awesome, constantly evolving, ever-changing generative ambient patch.